I'm very excited to show you one of my good presentations, and I'm very excited to give it to you right now. And I call it the 5 simple shifts that cancer patients are using to have a strong immune system, to mitigate pain, have more energy, and live a quality life even while they're in treatment. Who is this for? This is for people that are struggling with cancer, who are looking to improve their health, whether you're in treatment, remission, or even after cancer treatment. Either way, this is for you. In the next 45 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to take control of your health, even if you're struggling with cancer, how to have tons of energy, even if you're taking treatment, how to have clear thinking and be more productive, how to enjoy life again for your awful symptoms and side effects of treatment, how to stop the worry, anxiety, fear, and overwhelm, how to avoid pain, have better sleep, and improve fatigue. My promise to you is give you a step-by-step system to reverse cancer symptoms. Does this sound like you? Do you feel angry, fearful, panicky, frustrated, anxious, and helpless due to cancer? Do you struggle with pain either from cancer or treatment? Do you fear of dying? Do you worry about financial situation? Do you feel shaky, dizzy, and weak? Do you feel hard to concentrate or brain fog? Do you feel really sick to take part in the hobbies and activities you choose to enjoy? Do you feel like you lost your entire life due to cancer? The big question here is, do you feel like cancer took over your entire life and there's no way out? In order for you to change these, you have to make some shifts. Once you make them, you will enjoy life free of pain, you will have tons of energy, finally take control over your life. Your life will be free of doctors and hospital visits. You will become more productive and life free of medication. You will enjoy your favorite activities and family. You will take back your life without worries about cancer. Who am I? My name is Georgina Zagarro Chavez. I'm an alternative medicine physician since 2006. I specialize in chronic diseases, helping patients to remove all signs and symptoms of chronic diseases, including cancer, and cut all the medications. I help hundreds of people to reverse and prevent symptoms of chronic diseases, including cancer as well. Discover the 5 shifts. What is a shift? It's like changing your position, direction, or tendency. We're going to go with the first shift. Understand, cancer is your fault. I'm saying that according to genetics and also Time magazine, the cause is this. Genes are another source of most chronic illnesses. Instead of our genes, our lifestyle and environment account for 90 to 95% of most chronic illnesses. So it means it is consciously, if you make the choices consciously or unconsciously, lifestyle and environment is a choice from you. I know that many people get really upset with me and they go like, Georgina, it's not my fault. I didn't want to be sick. I'm not saying that you did it on purpose, but according to genetics, most of us, DNA is perfect. Doesn't have diseases. It doesn't have any problems at all. So why we have so many people sick? Well, let me explain to you. If you know a little bit genetics, probably you want to remember this part of it. Or maybe when you went to high school, they tell you some stuff that now you want to remember. Okay. So we have DNA. This is our blueprint. This is our perfect genes, DNA. But also make a copies, call it RNA. And I call it gene expression. You know, it's a little different name. Gene expression is RNA. DNA is the pure, your DNA for real, the real thing, okay? So when they take a copy, and this is the RNA, and the RNA, it happen all the changes, good or bad. All the diseases are not in the DNA, are in the RNA. So meaning that you have room for improvement, because in school they always told me, back then I didn't understand this term, and they say the body's always looking for homeostasis. I didn't understand what it was homeostasis until now that I learned genetics. When I learned genetics, I said, oh, okay, now DNA is the pure DNA, RNA is where all the changes happen, and the body's always looking for homeostasis, meaning the body's looking to go back to the perfect DNA that's what it belongs to. Because that's what it is, that's what your body tried to do, go back to original settings. Now, it's a good news for you in a way, because it means that you have room for improvement. Lifestyle and environment changes. You can do that all the time. That's something that you have the freedom to do. Now, please, please, please do not confuse lifestyle with diets and exercise, because that's no lifestyle. All right? So, because a lot of people say, oh, I know, I do a diet and exercise and everything will be improved. No, it doesn't work like that. And if you have cancer, there are a lot of stuff that don't work like that. Also, too, please stay away from those remedies that they say that, that's what you're supposed to be doing when you have cancer, all right? Because lifestyle and environment changes are completely different than that. And also, if you do it correctly, you will be improving your health. An environment, is your environment, what you eat, what where you live, and so on, wherever you work at, wherever you travel to, that's what is the environment, okay? The environment is very self-explanatory, all right? So going back a bit to take this shift. First of all, it is your fault, because it's lifestyle and environment changes most of the chronic diseases, including cancer. So that's what it means. So you have the control to change it. That's what I'm trying to say only. Number 2, seek alternative treatment. I want to tell you something. Medicine is a dirty business, and medicine, it is a business. And they care less if you suffering or you don't. Because, in the end of the day, it's the bottom line, how much money we're making out of you, or how much money they don't making out of you. That's what it is. It's money in the end of the day. But one of the things they have to tell you, it is a different way to see patients and see the outcome, all right, the result. That's what I basically try to say. But it's several different type of ways to see patients. One of the type is seeing it from symptom base. And this is what it's the allopathic medicine, and so many people in alternative medicine, they do the same thing. What they do, you have a headache, I give you something for the headache. I give you something for the stomach ache. I give you something from the vision. Next thing you know, you have 10 different things, either supplements or 10 different medications. Now, you never cover what it costing you the headache, never cover what it costing you the stomach ache. What it does, they just put in band-aids everywhere, everywhere. Now, when you live longer, the time goes by, and then you're taking a lot of medications. For instance, medications have another side effects besides just what they listed you. For instance, they leach a lot of your nutrients. On top of it, all the side effects that they give you. So long term, you go like, oh my God, you have more problems, right? So you got to put more band-aids, and you got to take more medication. And in the case of the supplements, it's the same thing, because if you're losing key nutrients and you're not addressing the real cause of the problem, you will be, having more problems and giving you more band-aids, more supplements for whatever you have. What I'm trying to say is the symptom-based medicine is not working. And that's why so many people, they're in the system. Most of the people right now, they consider if you are 40, you have to have at least one disease, and you're going to be taking medication for the rest of your life. And that's not normal. Nowadays, most of the practitioners in medicine, they don't looking for healing the patient. What they're looking is to keep patients in the system, because that way they can get more money long term. That's why so many people call it sick care, because it's keeping you in the system. Now, allopathic medicine, it keeps you giving you medication, more medication, but nobody's saying, oh, one day you're going to stop. Most of the time it's forever. Most of the diseases nowadays are forever. They never stop. It was a point where we didn't used to live like that. The body didn't change. The system, it did change, right? Then, a lot of alternative medicine physicians, they learning that that's a good business, and they doing the same thing. They doing the same thing. I don't want to bash anybody. Sometimes they don't know any better. Some doctors, they have a very good intentions, but they keeping most of the patients on the system. And in the system is you're going to be a customer for the rest of your life. So meaning that you want to be sick for the rest of your life. Now in cancer, like I have seen over and over that they do get a period with cancer, you get in remission. For instance, cancer goes away for a little bit, but they have tons of side effects from the medication, tons of it, pains like neuropathies, burning because of the radiation, and a lot of other side effects from the medication that they can last up to 30 years. 30 years later, I have seen people that they have side effects from the medications that they took when they were cancer patients. Now, that's one side effect. The other side effect is if you don't last for 5 years in remission, you can get a second time same cancer, and the odds that you make it is 35%. So meaning you don't have that much chance if you get it in the remission. It's many, many people that they get the second time cancer within the 5 years. Now, it's another type of people that they finish the 5 years and they say, oh, we are free of cancer. 5 years later, we are free of cancer. Everything is fine, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? A few years later go by and they get a second type of cancer. And this is how it is, the system. The system, they want to keep you sick forever. And then you have another type of treatment, another type of physicians, they treat you from the root cause. That's what I do. What I do is look at what is causing you to be sick, address the problem, and find the solution, and your body will do the healing for you. And that sounds very simplistic, but is a little complicated than that. But your body is the one that do the work. And the thing is, they don't keep you in the system. They don't keep you taking medications for the rest of your life. And you can enjoy life. You can go ahead and live happily ever after. And you don't have to worry about second time or third time of cancer because you already addressed the cause of cancer in the first place. In the nutshell, you can go with it. Symptom-based medicine, they call it sick care, or you can go with the root of the cause system and fix it once and for all. It's not going to be easy in either of the two sides of the medicine, but it's worth it to do the root cause of medicine. Now, think about it, all right? Most money is invested in the symptom-based medicine or sick care than the other type of medicine, root cause. Remember, medicine right now is a dirty business and is ruled by pharmaceutical companies, insurance companies, and the patients. Nobody cares. Now, nobody put money into lifestyle and environment changes because the business will be finished. And what I tell you, if you do the right thing in the lifestyle and environment changes and the root cause of medicine, you will get very good results long term. All right, so now the number 3 shift is the secret weapon for results. I use a 3-step method. It sounds very simplistic, it's a little complicated, but I'm gonna try to go over, okay? So number 1, analyze. With advanced diagnostic, we identify exactly what's broken and what to improve, either with labs or with intakes, or with any assessment tool that we can use, we can get to the root cause of the problem. What is causing you right now cancer? It can be several different things. It can be one thing. But if it's several different things, we can address it because you know what is the problem. And this is what we do and analyze. We discover what is causing you to be sick. Number two, we optimize. We develop a customized strategy for your body to upgrade your health and vitality. Meaning we get the right lifestyle and environment changes that you're gonna do in order for you to get results. Now we can address parasites because it's one of the root cause. The root cause is not that many. One of these parasites, all right? Parasites is very common in us, and if you don't remove them, you will have problems. What is the problem with parasites? Number one, parasites can cause you to leach a lot of nutrients. So you don't want to have your nutrients in place, and also you can get a lot of toxins. A lot of these animals, what they do, they stay in your body, they leach out of your food, but also they defecate, they have excrete toxic waste, and that's going to end up in your body. And that's one of the big problems that we have. A very big problem is parasites. The root cause is not that many. And this is one of the big problems I have seen over and over and over. I know that some people, they even focus on parasites because they know that they can find the solution. Now, beware of removing parasites. Just like, oh, I'm gonna buy something and that's it. Well, if you do it, maybe you can remove parasites, but you also can cost your life. And I tell you because I had parasites when I was like probably 5, 6 years old. And my mom gave me epazote, I don't know what is it called in English, okay? And raw pumpkin seed together with a little water. She gave it to me, and a few hours later, I was pooping worms, and I was coming out from my mouth, and they were coming out from my nose. And if you know that they're coming out from your nose and your mouth, it means that you can be choking too because you don't have no air passage. So my mom, I remember that she was pulling it out, that way I can breathe. After all these animals went away, I think that they went away, I guess, I just fainted. They rushed me to the hospital, and the doctor said to me, they didn't know what to do because I just was fainting. I was waking up, fainting, but waking up, fainting. And in the hospital, they told my mom and my dad, I don't know what we can do. And my mom said right away, take her to another hospital. And then the doctor said, yeah, we can send her to another hospital. By the time that she reached to the other hospital, probably she's going to die in the way over there. So what they suggest is to take me back home and, die in my own home. That way I can be more relaxed and I can have my people around me, like my loved ones around me. They did took me back home. It took me a while to recuperate. But what I'm saying to you, you can die of it. Obviously, I didn't die, I'm here. But you can die of doing it the wrong way. So that's what I always say, do it with somebody professional. You have to go with a professional because a professional will give you a remedy to get rid of the parasites, but also going to give you a binder that will be the side effects really harsh. And also they can come out of your body because if you keep them inside, they can cause you another problem. You're not supposed to have animals inside your body, dead animals, okay? So what I'm saying to you with a professional, deal with somebody that knows. I always deal with people like that, and I'm happy to tell you that they have very mild side effects. You do want to have side effects, but very mild. And also too, the other side, the other problem with parasites is that you can get if you use food, sometimes certain food is for certain parasites. So the other thing too that you have to take in consideration is use all the spectrum parasite remove and also use a binder. and use the binder. And like I say, get with somebody professional that they can take care of you, especially if you have cancer. You don't want to have those reactions because those reactions can kill you for real. All right. So that's parasites. The second thing that you have to look in the root cause is toxins. Many people come to me and they go like, oh, I have breast cancer because my hormones. Now probably you're going to understand it. And most of you guys, they have cancer, probably they're going to understand what is the real problem. That's why the remedies that you're doing, the perfect food is not working, everything is not working. I'm going to explain to you why. This round thing is a cell, okay? Forgive the representations is not how it looks like, but I'm gonna do it the best I can. This is the cell. And the cell, we have something called it here, they call it cell membrane. All right, cell membrane, normally it is this membrane, okay? It is permeable, meaning it goes things in and it goes out. That's permeability, goes in and out. Now, remember the cell membrane, if you go back to biology in high school, they say that we have a little bit of fat around it, right? Okay, so that's what it is. This is the cell membrane. Now, when you have toxins, and this is the toxins, these little balls here, when you have toxins, what they do, when you get things in your body doesn't recognize. They don't kill you right away, okay? So what they do, you get some toxins in the body, and it go like, what am I gonna do with this? And your body is very wise, and it say maybe later I'm gonna need it for something. So what it does is encapsulate that toxin in fat and water, and it attach to the cell membrane. All these are toxins, and this is the main reason that people have obesity, or people has a lot of health problems. 99% of the people they have health problems, they have toxins. And it's not just because you're bad or because you're doing something wrong. All of us, we have toxins because all of us, we live in this world is very toxic. We live in a toxic world. That's simple as that. So it's nothing to do with you doing something wrong. It's just we live in this world and we have to face it, right? So all the toxins here, they get attached to the cell, encapsulated in fat and water, and they surround the cells. So what happened, because the cell has something that's not used to it, it produces a lot of inflammation. You talk to a lot of specialists, they go like, a lot of people have a lot of inflammation. That's the root cause of the problem. The body just making inflammation? No, it's because of this problem. The toxins, add to the cell, and what happened? They cause inflammation. Now, when the hormones, like a lot of people has breast cancer, or they have uterine cancers and so on, or prostate cancer and stuff, a lot of the hormones, when they come, the hormones mean messenger, right? That's what it means. So what they do, they get a binder protein, they jump in it, and they come and deliver the message to the cell. When they deliver the message to the cell, they give it to the area where it's inflamed and never get to the layer where it's going to be understood. So the message is delivered to the wrong house kind of deal. It's like you getting the message, but you didn't get it there in the right place. So basically, this is what is happening here. You're giving it to the wrong layer, because if you don't make the messages or the hormones, they don't make it to the membrane. All right. So they're giving it to the wrong layer, and then stay there. So that's why a lot of people also, we have hormonal imbalances. That's what a lot of people has breast cancer. Tons of people has infertility. Tons of people has erectile dysfunctions. Tons of people has problems with diabetes. This is the main reason why you're getting a lot of problems. A lot of times what the doctors do, they go ahead and they give you hormonal replacement. Most people that they have hormonal replacement, they know that doesn't work long term. Maybe it works at the beginning, but then after it quit working and you go back to square one. And this is the main reason why, because the first thing is that you do have hormones. is not, the problem is that that they don't deliver the message in the right place. So it's that you're getting a letter with the neighbors and the neighbor never give you the letter. That's basically something similar to that. So basically, this is the problem with her. Now, talking about, like remedies or good food, a lot of people come to me and they go like, Georgina, but I've been eating good food lately and I still sick. I've been eating very good. I've been taking this remedy. I've been taking that remedy, but nothing works. Well, this is the main reason. Go back again to this. Go back again to this. If it has a lot of inflammation, the good of the bad of the remedy, the good of the bad from the good food is not going to go in because of the inflammation that's causing this layer is not allowing it to go in. So now inside the cell, we have DNA and RNA. DNA, like I say, stay the same, but RNA is getting worse and worse and worse. Why? Because it's taking all these, there's no food in there. I mean, how are you going to survive without food? And also too, all the stuff inside the cells, there's more than ATP and, and more than mitochondria, the DNA, what is it stored in DNA? It's more than that lives here inside the cell, right? The organelles. So what happened, a lot of these organelles, they have waste product. So think about it, how it's inside the cell. And that's why a lot of people, they don't have energy when they have a lot of problems. Cancer patient is one of those. Most of the people with cancer patient, I didn't hear one single patient that say, oh, well, I have energy to the roof. Most of the people, they say that they start having no energy. Other people say I have no energy since start treatment, and since they've been sick, they have no energy. Basically, energy is a big deal because of so much toxicity here, and it's not allowed, the cell inside is not getting the nutrients they need. And all the waste product that produce the organelles of the cell, they stay inside. So it's like super contaminated inside with no food. So you wonder why you're sick? This is the main reason why you're sick. Toxins. And this is something that you have to address. Remember, cancer cells live in a toxic environment. That's how they survive. So this, it has to make sense to you because this is where cancer cell lives. If you fix this, most likely your body is going to do whatever it takes. Now, it sounds very easy to say, oh, I know what it caused my disease and everything, but what is causing you to be all these toxins, where they are? That's something that you have to address. For instance, if it's any heavy metals, if it's any mycotoxins, if it's any medical toxicity, you have to know what is causing it, because you can remove it for like a month or so, but then because you have the environment here, they're going to be getting more, so you're never going to get better. So you got to remove the toxins out of your environment and out of your body. Now, out of your environment, you have to know what you're doing and what to look for, number one. Number two, out of your body, you have to do it with a professional as well, because if you don't do it the right way, these toxins, they're going to be everywhere in the body. They either going to reabsorb, or they're going to be free everywhere to cause you another health problem. So you have to do it with a professional, with somebody who knows. And please do not attempt to do any detoxifications from YouTube, because you can hurt yourself. And this is not a joke. This is not something that is easy to deal with, but please do not do that. Now, you have to remove the toxins out of the environment and also from your body, both. If you don't do this, you will never gonna get better with the side effects of medication or side effects of the disease. Because the disease, if it's not striking second-type cancer, you're gonna have another side effects of diseases after that, all right? So the other one that I have to address, and you have to address in order for you to get better, is the nutritional deficiencies. How are your bodies gonna be working, right? when you don't have the nutrients it needs your body to survive. Plenty people, they have no nutritional food in their daily basis. I gotta tell you, it's not about eating fruits and vegetables anymore. You gotta go a little bit deeper than that. Now, if you've been taking medication for a long time, probably the medication is the one that causing you to leach you some minerals, some vitamins, some essential amino acids, and so on. So this is something that you have to address, and that you have to go ahead and make sure that you get it back and you get plenty. And if you start giving it back to your body, you have to give some reserves as well. I use several things. I use food, I use some supplements, I use a lot of stuff. I don't use vitamins, to be honest, and I will not recommend you because a lot of the vitamins and minerals up there, they do not absorb. And that's the problem. You're gonna get something that's not working, don't do it at all. Now, remember also too, we having another problem with our food. Our food is low in vitamins and minerals for several reasons, because the agricultural ways of doing things nowadays with a lot of pesticides, they don't rotate the soil. So we get in very poor soil, and so therefore we don't get any nutrients in there. The second thing is the shelf quality, the shelf life of most of the products is like 2 weeks. By then, automatically, a lot of the products, they already losing their nutrients. So that's basically why we have a lot of nutrient deficiency, because you've been taking medications and they've been leaching. The other one is because the agricultural ways of doing things nowadays are not very good for the soil, and is losing a lot of vitamins and minerals in the soil. The third one is because we're using a lot of pesticides in the food. And the fourth one and the last one is because the shelf life on the products is very long. So we don't have that quality. One of the things that you can do if you have a little space is just put a little tomatoes, a little something that you can go ahead and get something fresh. And that will be more cleaner than when we buy it in the store. The other one that we have is stress and emotions. Those are very bad for us. Stress is either the cause or the trigger of all our illnesses. So we cannot live without stress, because we have to have that for emergency, but also we have to have a way to the body not to take the shock, because that's what is the problem. Now you have emotions, emotional issues. You have to learn how to work with emotional issues. That's something they always help my patients too, because the body is a whole. It's not just like, the mind is up there, the heart is in another place, like they pretend to tell us in medicine, because it's not how it works. The body works synergistically. Now, when you have like emotion or something, it does affect you, because you can feel it in your body. And, when you are mad or something, you can feel it physically in your body. So that's how you have to go ahead and find a way to work with the stress or the shocking that stress gives us to our body, and also work with emotions. I have techniques for my patients, but I mean, maybe you have another technique better than my one. Try to use that in order for you to improve your life as well. So those are basically the 4 main causes of disease. The third part of my third model, the model is Excel. Good health maintenance, it will ensure you to success to obtain great functioning body and clear mind. But also too, it will give you long-term sustainable results. Like I said, first of all, we did the discovery. That way you can go ahead and know what is causing you the problem. That's my third step system. And the second one is find the cause, address it, to go ahead and find healing. And the third one is to create a long-term sustainable results. That way you don't have to be tied to the rest of your life with a doctor or with anybody, so that you can be free of medications, free of supplements, free of everything, and you have a quality life after all. The shift number 4 is leverage your mindset. In medicine, when you have cancer, they tell you positive mindset matter. If you don't have that, you're not going to have very good outcome. Accountability, you have to go ahead and do your part, because most of the people thinking that they're going to go ahead and get magically the solution, but it's not going to be like that. You have to go ahead and be accountable, be responsible for your health, and open-minded too, and open to new ideas. Now, leverage your mindset. Also think part of the problem here they have seen, it is that people thinking nowadays that they have to take a pill and all over things is going to be solved. It's not working, ladies and gentlemen. So we have to think different about ourselves, about our medicine. We have to get involved. And also we have to make sure that we take some responsibility of what we're doing to ourselves. You want to get better results, you got to change what you're doing, because obviously it's not working what you're doing. If you're sick, this is the problem, because we don't take in responsibility of our actions. Long term, if you think about your health, it's an investment. I always tell people your health is your wealth, because it is. If you don't have your health in the right place, you will never going to be able to thrive in life, in any aspect of your life. In the law, because you're not going to be able to be okay. In wealth, because you're not going to be able to think, or any aspect of your life. So obviously, your health is your wealth, and you got to think from that perspective. In order for you to get good results long term, the mindset that you have to have is, and the people that have good results, is that you have to value health. You are committed to grow, and you are coachable. I say people that have success, they change the paradigm of what everybody is doing. A lot of people that have good health is because they change the lifestyle, they change the environment, because they value their health, because they're committed to have a quality life, and because they are coachable. Number 5, all is about possible if you invest in coaching. You work with a professional. You have to work with a professional. Cancer is not a game. And I've been sick and tired of telling people to go with people that they don't even know what they do, that they don't even understand the body, and they think they're going to get results. You got to go with a professional, somebody that knows what is doing. They can go ahead and count your medications with what they're giving you and make it work. Also, to somebody that knows what is going to be the solution, because you don't want to get into more trouble the way you're in. Invest in alternative medicine. You have the right to invest in alternative medicine, because you know what? Insurance companies, they don't pay. They're paying for you to be sick. They don't pay for you to be healthy. You want to be healthy, you have to invest in alternative medicine. Cancer support care. Follow the system. When you get to a professional, follow the system, and make sure that professional follow the root cause, not the symptom base, because then you're going to be in the same place that you're at right now. Today, I promise you to take control of your health, even if you're struggling with cancer, to have tons of energy, even if you're taking treatment, to have clear thinking and be more productive, to have better outcome, to enjoy life again for your awful symptoms and side effects of treatment, to stop the worry, anxiety, fear, overwhelm, to avoid pain, have better sleep and improve fatigue, reverse cancer symptoms, and avoid major chronic diseases. If you wanted to keep that, you got to do what you got to do to win. Well, you got to understand the cancer is your fault. That you have to change your lifestyle and environment in order for you to get long, sustainable results and find healing in your body. Seek alternative treatment. Seek for a professional that guide you and they treat you from the root cause. They follow the secret weapon. You know, secret weapon is the root cause of medication or medicine. That's all what you have to do. Follow the secret weapon, leverage your mindset, be in the right place, you know, be coachable, look for better alternatives, be open-minded, accountable, resourceful, and the last one, invest in cancer support treatment. Now you have two choices. You can stay where you're at and going the way that you're going. Whether you're going to be suffering, you're going to be having low energy, wait for a miracle to get cured for good, or having good luck or see, and maybe you don't want to have any side effects from treatment, any side effects from cancer, and pray to God that everything is going to be perfectly fine, or giving you what God gave you, another option to get treated with the root cause and improve your health completely, live a quality life, have more energy, have vitality, have you boost your immune system in the right place, and enjoy life. I mean, what is good life? You're sick. Life sick is not good life. So you have the choice. It's up to you where you want to go. How can I help? My team and I set aside some time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about you can start applying these ideas in your health and starting today, whether your biggest challenge is. What we have seen all and we know to overcome it. In this session, I work step by step to plan game to work on your health complaints. Whether it's one symptom, just wants to improve overall health and avoid further chronic diseases, including cancer. Make your appointment right now. We have a very limited appointments. And do it because you deserve good health and enjoy your new life. Thank you very much and see you on the other side.